Let us sum up. We read the poem The Tiger, and certain points we need to discuss. Number one, punctuation mark. I told you in the poem Lamb that there are so many interrogations in the first part, but in the second part there is no interrogation mark. And I pointed out that in the stage of innocence, questions may be raised, but there is an assurance. And there are certain guardian figures like angel, sometimes God himself. But in the stage of experience, the situation is very different, because stage of experience is a benighted stage where a darkness is visible. So the poems belonging to the stage of experience are marked by interrogative markers, and in this poem there are so many interrogative markers. Interrogation is a major punctuation mark used in this poem. But side by side that interrogation mark, we have also exclamation mark also. The poem opens with exclamation mark. Tiger, tiger, note of exclamation. Again, the last stanza, which is almost a repetition of the first stanza, barring the substitution of the word there. Anyway, in the last stanza, there is also the repetition of the word tiger, tiger, and note of exclamation is there. So, note of interrogation is indicative of the questioning attitude, the questions which have no answer in the stage of innocent experience. But side by side, the exclamation mark is also there, and the exclamation mark is marking or is bespeaking the poet's sense of awe. Number two, the rhyming scheme. The rhyming scheme is A, B, B. For instance, tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of the night. So, bright and night. A. Again, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry? So, here it is B. Throughout the poem, the rhyming scheme goes like this: A, B. Number three, the pictorial quality. You know that Blake was also was a draftsman. So he that quality he communicates here through the images and words and a situation which is marked by pictorial quality. To put it otherwise, when we read the poem, we feel a man. Sorry, we feel that somebody is here who is making the tiger. Yes, the blacksmith, the famous blacksmith factory is there, where pictorial quality is more vivid. Number three, yes, number four, use of some particular words. Yes, there are certain words used in this poem which demand special attention. Number one, wings. Now, wings indicate imagination. In all romantic poetry, we have this particular feature. Yes, in Keats it is wings of poesy. Yes, in Wordsworth, in Shelley you have skylark. Yes, the bird. In Wordsworth, you have also a skylark. Yes, in Nightingale, kids, you have a nightingale. So always the birds are there, and sometimes the wings are the word wings. It recurs in the romantic poems, and it is characteristic of imagination. Think of our Bengali romantic poet Tagore. In his poem, there is a beautiful line, "Bihongo," as he expresses himself in his famous poem Balaka. Now, so wings is here, but second important word is dare, and this is a word which is used in the last stanza, and this word substitutes certain words. Dare frame thy fearful symmetry, the last line. So here dare substitutes the word could frame, which you find in the last line of the first stanza. Could frame thy fearful symmetry. Okay, but this is but more important is this line. Second stanza, fourth line. On what wings dare he aspire? So wings here is noun, and dare here is used as verb. So on what wings dare he aspire? Yes. So together this noun and verb, wings and dare, together they help the poet to communicate the stage of terrible imagination, which is very much involved in the process of creation so far as Tyger is concerned. Okay, so when Blake uses wings, it is not Keatsian wings of poesy. It is something terrible. It is something horrible. And that is why, and that is worked out through the lines on what wings dare he aspire. Okay. So we find the Blake uses words, particular words, in a very profitable way, right? Blake, or rather to say, Blake shows his craftsmanship in using his words. Now, Mallarmé, a French critic, he told that poetry is made of words, not ideas. But in Blake's case, we have ideas and words at the same time. The idea of innocence and the idea of experience being two contrary states, forging out the mystic imagination of Blake is effectively is here. But the point is that it is effectively worked out through carefully chosen words, which testifies to Blake's artistic, which testifies to Blake's artistic craftsmanship. When in a line, in a line of this poem, Blake speaks of this art, and he ascribes the art to God, right? And what he has, and yes, I have got the line. And what soldier and what art? I told you what soldier means physical strength and what art means skill. God has both, right? And my point is this: the poet has both. The poet has both the imagination, that is idea, and following the words of Mallarmé, one may say Blake has both. Blake has both ideas and also the art which he finds in God, so far as the creation of the tiger is concerned. My point is this: so far as the creation of this poem is concerned, the poet shows the art, the skill rather to say, in forging out the reality, the art he displays through his very careful use of words and images. Okay, and this makes Blake romantic and modern at the same time. We know that Blake is called a proto-modern. By sensibility, he is romantic, but he testifies to the skill. He testifies to the skill in respect of his skillful use of words and images. That is why he is called a proto-modern. He is called a forerunner of modern poetry also. Thank you.